Child abuse is very difficult for people to want to talk about, and especially to hear about.
Child abuse is something that again, children face on a daily basis, even just within our county.
Kids are our future, and unless we protect them and see that they have a future, then this community doesn't have a bright future.
My youngest daughter had some trouble with what Greg and I termed a Disneyland dad situation. Her biological father lives in Portland, and she would spend weekends there, and weekends were all fun, and it made coping with being a normal kid and normal day-to-day life pretty difficult. There were some concerns about my daughter's safety, and so we were referred through DHS and law enforcement to the ABC House for an intake assessment.
We work through some really amazingly tough situations with our families, and it's really difficult to see our kids go through it, but to see them come here and feel so comfortable knowing that they're going to have to talk about tough things, it's amazing to watch.
We were connected with a phenomenal counselor who clicked with my child instantly, and who my child clicked with, and was able to learn an enormity from.
I mean, I love working with children, and still do about 30 years later, kids and teens and families. And my view of children is whatever life issues, they're remarkably resilient.
In 2006, my 4-month-old son William was shaken to death by his father while I was not home. 2 days after my son was shaken, I received a phone call saying that he passed away on a Saturday, and Monday morning I had to be back in Portland so my children can be evaluated for abuse themselves and be interviewed.
These are very scary interviews. You know, I've done 1 million interviews with adults. I've been an officer for 18 years, so that part is easy, but interviewing children is very difficult.
Without ABC House, children would end up being, first off, interviewed at police stations, in people's homes, which is, it's not an ideal environment. It never works out quite the way it should.
And so having the supports of the ABC House can keep little parts of your life intact, so you can keep moving on with everything that's going on in your situation.
It's a place that they can come to that they know is gonna be safe for them. It's really family friendly.
Comforting place, great people, welcoming faces and welcoming attitudes, and what can we do to help you?
And without exception, the visit to ABC House is always the most positive part of the whole process for the families and the kids.
And not having the ABC House here would be a huge disservice to not only the kids but the community in general, because, well, our kids live in this community. You know, our community is built on the family and children that live here.
From my perspective, I really can't think of a better cause than protecting children in your own community.
I believe that the ABC House and advocacy centers across the nation all need to be supported. This work, you can't always quantify what this building does.
It is important to keep supporting the ABC House, to keep it here, because without financially or volunteering or without doing any of that, then there is no more support for the community.
It may be kind of a cliche to say, but it's really important that people recognize that there are a lot of kids in our community that need a lot of help and support. There are a lot of kids in our community who face traumatic, abusive situations every single day. And the ABC House is such an integral part of helping our families work through that situation.
I cannot say enough for how much you people have done for my daughter. You have taken her from a child who didn't understand how to deal with life
with a parent who was dealing with a co-parenting situation that I didn't understand and I didn't know how to deal with, and taught us both how to cope and how to move forward.
Donating to this facility or funding this facility should be a top priority for people who live in Lynn and Benton counties.